So this was my first cruise back with Celebrity since the cruise restart. But did the Celebrity Summit meet my expectations? In this video, I'm going to share with you the good, the bad, and what's changed. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now we all have our kind of favorite cruise ships, and Celebrity Summit, it really is one of mine. I just particularly like that mid-size ship, and I've really enjoyed the Celebrity experience before. So we recently went on the Celebrity Summit. We did a 7-day cruise to Bermuda, and in this video I'm going to share with you sort of a review of sorts, but I'm also going to share with you what we really loved, what I think was fabulous, a couple of other things that we didn't really like so much, including something that I have a little bit of advice for you to avoid this problem that I did have. And I'm also going to share with you a couple of things that I think have changed, and I kind of hope that Celebrity brings them back. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Now, I think in a past review video of another cruise line, I did start off with the things that I didn't like so much, and then I went to the things I loved. So in this video, I'm going to start with the things I loved. And I'm also going to be sharing with you some of the things that you really want to know if you are going to be cruising on the Celebrity Summit. So firstly, the cruise ship itself. The Celebrity Summit is a mid-sized cruise ship. And luckily for you, if you're cruising on the Celebrity Summit, she has been refurbished in 2019. She was revolutionized. It was absolutely gorgeous then. And really coming back to the Celebrity Summit, she is in immaculate condition. Looks absolutely beautiful. The public areas are just gorgeous. As we walked around the cruise ship, it was so familiar, but also really, really warm, decorated beautifully, and really clean and pristine. Now, even the cabins, they are just beautiful. And a little tip for you if you are sailing on the Celebrity Summit is they have inside cabins, ocean view cabins, balcony cabins, of course, and suites. In this case, on this cruise, we were in a family veranda cabin. We got very lucky because I booked a balcony guarantee cabin, and we did get upgraded to this. It was just beautiful, very, very spacious. However, we did sail in an inside cabin on a past cruise in 2019, and the decorations were also very beautiful, very lovely, and there was a good amount of space in terms of the cupboards and the drawers and the side tables. So I would say Celebrity really does that very well. And the bathroom's absolutely gorgeous and modern looking. You will not be disappointed. The embarkation. Now on our cruise, we were leaving from Cape Liberty, Bayonne, New Jersey, because we were doing a Bermuda cruise, but you might be leaving from a port in Florida. But I think that the nice thing about the embarkation on Celebrity Summit is that this is sort of a mid-sized cruise ship with, on our cruise, about 2,000 passengers. You may have up to about 2,400 passengers or so, but I think this amount of people getting on board just makes it a little bit of an easier embarkation than some of the larger ships that we have boarded in the past. As we did board, it was such a warm welcome. You had some of the crew, some of the staff that were standing outside as we boarded the cruise ship and as we got off the gangway, and it was really just such a nice way to be welcomed back to Celebrity. Now, there was something that was a little bit different on our embarkation from the last time we had cruised with Celebrity. So I don't know if this is a permanent change. I will share it a little bit later because I didn't really love that so much, but honestly, the rest of the day was fabulous. The safety briefing and e-muster. Now, this went super well. It was so easy. I have this in my head. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. In any case, it was just so absolutely easy. So what we did is we picked up our cruise cards. Those were right on our door, and we were able to just drop off our carry-on bags, not stay in the cabin because our cabin attendant was still making up our room. However, we could leave those, which was a good thing. And then what we did is we took our cruise cards and we just headed right down to the muster station. So we basically did a check-in. Now, I should mention that what we did is we did watch our embarkation video. I think we might have watched it from our hotel that morning, so we were able to do so. But otherwise, you could actually watch it right from in your cabin, or you could watch it on your phone once you board your cruise. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we did make a quick little pit stop over to the Martini bar to pick up mimosas. This is our new embarkation day tradition that we've started since the cruise restart. So we did have one of those before we headed over to the muster station, but very, very quick. It is a cruise, right? So let's start off with some of the things that we really loved about cruising on the Celebrity Summit, and I think that you probably will too. So firstly, it is the crew and the staff in general on the Celebrity Summit. Now, the Celebrity Summit, honestly, it does have a reputation. You could read any review, and it really has a reputation of having a very friendly crew, hardworking, of course, but also just very service orientated, a really nice atmosphere. There is something about the Celebrity Summit, the pool areas and the LIDO deck. Now, if you're somebody that likes a little bit of music, but an overall relaxing atmosphere with kind of a sprinkling of activities here and there, then you're going to like the atmosphere on the Celebrity Summit. Something that I realize is I like to be next to the pool, to be able to have a conversation, to not have the music be too loud, but I still do like a little bit of music to feel like I'm in a sort of cruisy mood, and the Celebrity Summit just did this perfectly. Now, another pool that you may really love on the Celebrity Summit is the SOLARIUM pool. Now, the SOLARIUM pool is a covered pool, so really it is perfect even if the weather is not fabulous. But the pool is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a thalotherapy pool, so very therapeutic. There are a couple of hot tubs, and there's even the Aqua Spa Cafe. Now, I have to say, on past cruises, we spent a little bit more time there than we did on this cruise. I think it might have had something to do with our cabin and the fact that we had this gorgeous aft view. And in the afternoons, I have to say, I ended up just going back to my cabin and just soaking in that amazing aft view from the veranda. Now, a very popular spot on the Celebrity Summit is the Crush Martini Bar. Not only is it a great place to have a martini, they are really that good, but at the same time, it's an entertaining place to hang out. The bartenders are just so talented. Once you go and you hang out there, you will absolutely know what I mean. And just something to mention is that if you do have the classic beverage package, and that is included when you book, I think it might be called the All Included now. They've just recently changed the name of their promotion, where they do have some perks, including the Wi-Fi, the tips, and the beverage package. But in any case, the classic package does not include the martinis. So if you do think that you'll enjoy having those martinis, then you may want to upgrade to the premium package. Now, just something to mention is if you do have the classic package, you can still order the martinis and you can just pay the difference. The difference would be in the range of about $4 a drink. Now, if you are somebody who likes to sort of take notes on the cruise food and drinks to try on a cruise, I will share a few of my favorite drinks with you on the Celebrity Summit. So first of all, at the Martini Bar, there's the Fresca Martini. Absolutely love it. It feels light, refreshing, sort of watermelony tasting, really, really, really good. And the other one I love, especially after dinner, is the Espresso Decadence Martini. It is really as good as the name sounds. It is that good. Now, my husband's favorite is the Lemontini, or the Lemon Drop, I think they call it, but very, very good. A little bit tart for my taste, but he really liked it. The entertainment and the activities. Now, honestly, the entertainment and the activities on the Celebrity Summit probably impressed us maybe the most, because I was expecting maybe it to be a little bit less than it was. It really was what we had experienced prior to the pandemic. So I guess it was kind of normal, but it was nice to have normal at this time. So basically we had a couple of production shows. Those were very good. The singers, the dancers, they were very talented. We had a comedian show a couple of nights. A lot of fun. I always just really enjoy the comedians, and this did not disappoint. However, the highlight, I think, was the live music all over this cruise ship. So you had live music at times at the Sunset Bar. You also had a band playing in the lounge, a band playing at the disco. Really phenomenal. Even on the LIDO deck, a live band. And this is something that we are seeing less. They were so talented, so good, that they were really helping for all of the passengers to be enjoying their cruise and just creating a super wonderful atmosphere. Okay, so let's talk about one big topic that is overall very good, that is cruise food. And then I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I thought I didn't like as much, and even one thing that's kind of bad, I think. I hesitate to say it, but I think it really was bad. And a couple of things that have changed that I really hope that Celebrity might consider bringing them back. Okay, so let's start with the cruise food. So on Celebrity Summit, you have the main dining room that you can eat in. So the main dining room food overall, very, very good. Now, I would say in particular, a little tip is on the second formal night, and it might change. Your menu could be a little bit different than my menu might have been, but they have a phenomenal beef Wellington. It is so good. And they had lobster tail that was another dish. Now, I would suggest ask your waiters if they could combine those two dishes. They were both so good, and I highly recommend. Now, the main dining room is just really so light, so airy, so beautiful. It's really a classic dining room, and I really do love to see that. They even have those large windows at the very back of the ship. So I just think it's a very beautiful place to eat. The Ocean View Cafe. The Ocean View Cafe is the buffet area on the Celebrity Summit, and personally, I just love this buffet. The color scheme, the look of it is just so light and airy, and it's very spacious, so it's very easy to walk around. It really just never feels very crowded, and it is divided up into stations, so it's really easy just to get something in one area and then to move on to get something in another area. Now, the breakfast options, they have fresh made omelets, so this of course is wonderful, but they also have an Eggs Benedict station. Eggs Benedict, you have my heart. That is just so yum. Fruit stations, just a lot of really wonderful fresh food to eat. Now, for lunchtime as well, there is a pasta station with really a lot of different sauces to have. So a lot of people really seem to enjoy that. There's the pizza station. I've definitely had a couple more pieces of pizza than I would like to admit. The salad station, and something that was really nice, by the way, and there are a lot of different options: sandwiches, hot dishes, vegetarian dishes, Indian dishes, a lot. But something that was really nice is, I think it might have been around 4 o'clock or maybe a little bit later, but there was a little area where they sort of had a little charcuterie station with some deli meats and some cheeses. And oftentimes what we would do is we'd make a little plate of these different items, and we'd go out either to the Sunset Bar area and have some sangria. It really is very good at the Sunset Bar, or we'd even bring it back to our cabin and have it out on our balcony. Now, if you like a grilled burger or hot dog or French fries while you are at the pool, then you do also have a grill. That really is quite good with some nice toppings over there as well. And I almost forgot to mention Scoops. Scoops is their own homemade ice cream. It is just delicious. It's not like anything that you'll have in the mall or like the soft serve ice cream. The flavors are so good. They do change, so make sure that when you see something that you think that you'll like, to get it right there and then. Room service. Now, something that Celebrity does particularly well, I think, especially nowadays, is the fact that they include room service in their pricing. I personally love room service at least once in a while. We had breakfast a couple of times in our cabin. What a nice little luxury when you are cruising. The menu is really, really good. So any time of day, you can actually get room service. Now, just thing to mention is after, I think it might be after 11 o'clock at night, there is a nominal charge, but otherwise it is completely free of charge. It is included. Cafe Al Baccio. If you are looking for some pastries, some muffins, some treats, some decadent sweets, you will find it all here at Cafe Al Baccio. There is no additional charge for any of these different treats. There is an extra charge for coffee if you do not have the beverage package. However, if you have the classic beverage package, or of course the premium beverage package, but if you have that beverage package, then the coffee is included at Cafe Al Baccio. Okay, so I shared some things that were really good, but I do want this video to actually be helpful and that you can make a different decision if you want to. So I will share something that was kind of bad as well as a tip for you at the end of this video. So something that really wasn't very good, and I think that you should know, is the Wi-Fi is really not very good. Now, I know cruise ship Wi-Fi is overall not great. However, what I mean is the Wi-Fi that is included, if you have sort of that all included where you have the beverage package and you also have your tips included and you have what's called basic Wi-Fi. The basic Wi-Fi, in our experience on our sailing, and this wasn't just me, this was people overall, we were in long lines to upgrade our Wi-Fi. The basic Wi-Fi basically only allowed me to kind of look at my emails. I was standing next to somebody who had trouble even updating her emails. I could not really go on social media and see any updates. I couldn't even like upload a photo to Facebook. So if that is something that you think is part of basic Wi-Fi, it is not on this ship. So you will want to kind of upgrade before you get on the ship, because otherwise you'll make the mistake that I did and you will wait in line on day 2 of your cruise and kind of waste part of your morning upgrading once you're on the ship, along with other people that are doing the same. Now, something that we were maybe a little bit disappointed in, and I did mention it at the beginning of the video, but was on embarkation day, when we had cruised with Celebrity in the past, they had sort of passed out mimosas or a little bit of like sparkling wine, champagne, and I just thought that was a really nice touch, a nice way to enter into the cruise ship, and they didn't have it this time. So I'm not sure if that's just not going on anymore, or maybe this is sort of a new pandemic thing, or they just want people to really go to that e-muster. It really isn't the end of the world. I did notice that on the planner that it did say, I think in the evening time, that they did have an event with free champagne. So it's not so much for the free champagne, it's the idea of being handed that when you do enter the cruise ship. I just think that is a really nice touch, and I wish Celebrity, or at least on the Celebrity Summit, that they would bring that back. And this next one would probably go unnoticed by most people, but it wasn't unnoticed by my husband, who, by the way, is not very picky. I'm actually the picky one. He is not the picky one at all, but it is the fact that at Cafe El Patio, an entire page of the menu is now gone. And basically there was a page that included a wonderful specialty coffee called the Affogato. It had gelato in it with espresso coffee. It was so decadent. It was so good. We only had it maybe like a few times during the cruise, but it was something really, really nice. And my husband was so looking forward to it. So when he did go to Cafe El Bacho, they had told him that they actually removed that now from the menu. And they actually said that it was part of the cost cutting. So that really wasn't something we wanted to hear. And I do hope, Celebrity, that maybe you'll consider bringing it back, because, well, it would be something just really, really nice to have, even if it was included as part of the premium beverage package, which we did have. Now, one thing I should mention is I'm very aware that the things that I just mentioned are very much first world problems, and that I am very lucky to have been cruising. And overall, we had an amazing cruise, but I like to be honest, so there you go. Now, there is one tip that I absolutely have to share with you, and you should know when you're cruising on Celebrity, and it is to put a future cruise deposit on your future cruise. So even if you don't know what cruise you want to book yet, what you can do, at least at the time that I'm filming this video, is that you can apply a deposit. I believe it's $100 per person towards a future cruise, and you can make that an open booking. So if you're not sure what is your next cruise, or you might even want to book 2, you can actually put a couple of future cruise deposit, and you have 90 days to choose your cruise after you come home from your cruise. And then what you can do is you will actually be getting an extra benefit on your future cruise. It is an additional onboard credit. Now, I'm going to leave a video right after this one all about the 10 best things to do in Bermuda. So if you are going on a Bermuda cruise on the Celebrity Summit, that is a video that you may want to watch next. And I'll leave a video as well linked in the description below this video of a Celebrity Summit tour that we did right before the pandemic, and honestly the ship still looks the same, so it's still going to be super helpful. Now please let me know if you're going to be cruising on the Celebrity Summit, or if you've ever cruised on the Celebrity Summit, what you liked best, what maybe you didn't like as well. Please let me know down in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.